And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Larry the Cucumber presents in a sequential image stereophonic multimedia event, the Song of the Saboo.
This is a song about a boy. A song about a little boy and his saboos. A song about a little boy and his 3 saboos. The little boy who had a sick saboo, a sad saboo, and a mute saboo. And also a hippo. This is me at the airport. This is my Aunt Ruth. This is me at a bullfight. This is me fighting a bull. Ooh. This is me and the bull. Ah! This is me and the bull, and I think that's the bull's cousin. He's a saboo.
Hold it! You call this a multimedia event? This is a slide projector and a bedsheet. And what on earth is a saboo, anyway?
It's kind of like a cow. See?
Yes. Well, very good. This could be interesting. Carry on.
Saboo. Sing it with me. Saboo. Saboo. Boy is riding with Saboo. Boy is riding with Saboo. Into town in his canoe. Into town in his canoe. 6 Saboo is rowing and sneezing. Achoo moo moo, achoo moo moo, achoo moo moo, achoo moo 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 moo. Achoo moo moo, 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 achoo moo 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 moo. Hippo chewing on bamboo. Hippo chewing on bamboo. Can see boy and 3 Saboo. Can see boy and 3 Saboo. Sad Saboo is rowing and crying. Bahoo moo moo, bahoo moo moo, bahoo moo moo, bahoo moo 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 moo. Bahoo moo moo, 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 bahoo moo 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 moo. Hippo seen by mute Saboo. Hippo seen by mute Saboo. Tries to tell the other 2. Tries to tell the other 2. Mute Saboo is waving and grunting. Uh-oh.
Wait! What happens next? Does the hippo see them? Is the poor mute Saboo successful in communicating the imminent danger to the other passengers? Is the boy injured? Why is the sad Saboo sad? Is the canoe wood or aluminum?
Oh, look. There's me and Bob at SeaWorld. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Forgot about that one. There's me and that bull again.
You can't just start a song and leave it hanging like that. You know, I've come to expect a lot more from you. This is quite disappointing. I'm going to have to speak to Bob about this.
Oh, look. A Saboo.
Saboo.
No, wait. That's a water buffalo.
No more song about Saboo. Need another verse or 2. Audience is scanning and leaving. Bye bye moo, bye bye moo, bye bye moo, bye bye moo, moo, moo. I want my money back.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Our curtain opens as Larry, having just finished his morning bath, is searching for his hairbrush. Having no success, Larry cries out,
Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is my hairbrush?
Having heard his cry, Pa Grape enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Pa regains his composure and reports.
I think I saw a hairbrush back there.
Back there is my hairbrush. Back there is my hairbrush. Back there, oh, where back there, oh, where, back there, back there, back there is my hairbrush.
Having heard his joyous proclamation, Junior Asparagus enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Junior regains his composure and comments,
"Why do you need a hairbrush? You don't have any hair!"
Larry is taken aback. The thought had never occurred to him. No hair? What will this mean? What will become of him? What will become of his hairbrush? Larry wonders.
No hair for my hairbrush. No hair for my hairbrush. No hair, no hair, nowhere, no hair, no hair, no hair, nowhere back there, no hair for my hairbrush.
Having heard his wonderings, Bob the Tomato enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Bob regains his composure and confesses,
Larry, that old hairbrush of yours, well, you never use it. You don't really need it, so, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. But I gave it to the Peach, 'cause he's got hair.
Feeling a deep sense of loss, Larry stumbles back and laments.
Not fair, oh my hairbrush. Not fair, my poor hairbrush. Not fair, no hair, not fair, nowhere, no hair, not fair, not fair, not fair. My little hairbrush.
Having heard his lament, the Peach enters the scene. Himself in a towel, both Larry and the Peach are shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of each other. But recognizing Larry's generosity, the Peach is thankful.
Thanks for the hairbrush.
Yes, good has been done here. The Peach exits the scene. Larry smiles, but still feeling an emotional attachment for the hairbrush, calls out,
Take care of my hairbrush. Take care, oh my hairbrush. Take care, don't dare not care. Take care, nice hair, no fair. Take care of my hairbrush.
The end. And now it's time for Love Songs with Mr. Lunt, the part of the show where Mr. Lunt comes out and sings a love song.
He said to her, I'd like a cheeseburger, and I might like a milkshake as well. She said to him, I can't give you either, and he said, isn't this Burger Bell? She said, yes it is, but we're closed now, but we open tomorrow at 10. He said, I am extremely hungry, but I guess I can wait until then. 'Cause you're his cheeseburger, his yummy cheeseburger. He'll wait for you, yeah, he'll wait for you. Oh, you are his cheeseburger, his tasty cheeseburger. He'll wait for you. Oh, he will wait for you. He stayed at the drive-thru till sunrise. He may have dozed off once or twice when he spotted a billboard for Denny's, bacon and eggs for half price. How could he resist such an offer? He really needed something to munch. Cheeseburger, please do not get angry. He'll eat and be back here for lunch. 'Cause you're his cheeseburger, his precious cheeseburger. Be back for you, he'll be back for you. Won't be so long, cheeseburger. Oh, lovely cheeseburger. Be back Miss Cheese.
I thought you were going to sing about growing up in Connecticut.
This has been Love Songs with Mr. Lunt. Tune in next time to hear Mr. Lunt say,
I grew up in New Jersey.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Joining Larry are Pa Grape and Mr. Lunt, who together make up the infamous gang of scallywags, the pirates who don't do anything.
We are the pirates who don't do anything. We just stay at home and lie around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you we don't do anything.
Well, I've never been to Greenland, and I've never been to Denver, and I've never buried treasure in St. Louis or St. Paul, and I've never been to Moscow, and I've never been to Tampa, and I've never been to Boston in the pool.
'Cause we're the pirates who don't do anything. We just stay home and lie around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you
We don't do anything. And I never hoist the mainstay, and I never swab the poop deck, and I never veer to starboard, 'cause I never sail at all. And I've never walked the gangplank, and I've never owned that ferret, and I've never been to Boston in the fall.
'cause we're the pirates who don't do anything. We just stay home and lie around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you we don't do anything. Well, I've never plucked a rooster, and I'm not too good at ping pong, and I've never thrown my mashed potatoes up against the wall, and I've never kissed a chipmunk, and I've never gotten head lice, and I've never been to Boston in the fall.
Huh? What are you talking about? What's a rooster and mashed potatoes have to do with being a pirate?
Hey, that's right. We're supposed to sing about piratey things.
Oh,
And who's ever kissed a chipmunk? That's just nonsense! Why even bring it up? Am I right? What do you think?
I think you look like Captain Crunch.
Huh? No, I don't.
Do too.
Do not.
You're making me hungry.
That's it. You're walking the plank.
Says who?
Says the cabin. That too.
Oh, yeah? Aye, aye, Captain Crunch.
Arrgh!
Yikes!
and I've never licked a spark plug, and I've never sniffed a stink bug, and I've never painted daisies on a big red rubber ball, and I've never bathed in yogurt, and I don't look good in leggings.
You just don't get it.
And we've never been to Boston in the fall.
Pass the chips. Who's got the remote control?
Here it is. Time for Eraldo.
It's definitely time for Wapna.
Oh, I don't like this show.
Hey, look. I found a quarter.
Oh, Barbara Manatee, you're still the one for me. The number 2 silly song of our first 10 years, Endangered Love.
We join Larry as he follows the tragic saga of Barbara Manatee in the daytime drama Endangered Love.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me. Sent from up above, you are the one I love.
Please don't cry, Barbara. You're a nice manatee. You've been so good to me. But I must go into the world and do noble things for the good of all. And you can't come because you don't speak French. Au revoir.
But if you leave, Bill, who will take me to the ball? Who's going to take me to the ball, Bill? I have a new dress and shoes, a new manatee lipstick. Who will take me to the ball?
I'll take you to the ball, Barbara Manatee.
Please don't go.
I must.
Don't go.
I must.
Don't.
Must.
Don't.
Must. have?
Mais oui, je suis manatee. See?
Oui, oui, mon ami. I always knew you could. I really hoped you would. Now can we go into the world and do noble things for the good of all?
Yes, but first, Bill, will you take me to the ball? Oh, Bill, will you take me to the ball?
I can't dance.
You can't.
No.
I must go.
Please don't go.
I must.
Don't go.
I must.
Don't.
Must.
Don't.
Must.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one.
Larry, what are you doing?
Jeff, watching a little TV, Bob?
Well, maybe you should read a book.
Yeah, okay.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Bill say,
Barbara, I've learned to dance.
Oh,
And now it is time for Classy Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a classy song. One day, while he was waiting for the trolley, he had a hat.
My high silk hat.
He wore it high upon his head so proudly, a beautiful hat.
My high silk hat.
A hat like this just makes him feel so grandly. Now fancy this and fancy that. The splendor of this hat in all its majesty.
Like a king in a royal cap. I feel so swell and handsome in my hat. I bet that others wish they had, in fact, a hat as this, a hat as that, a hat so fine, a high silk hat. Oh, Mr. Art Bugatti, now what do you think of that?
Now his hat was not all he wore so proudly. I must, in fact, share more than that. For upon his lap there sat a treat so fondly of chocolate this
And chocolate that.
deliciousness that makes him feel so dandy. A chocolate bliss.
A chocolate snack. I have my chocolate placed upon my lap. I feel so good, you just cannot top that. I have my snack, a chocolate pack of chocolate this and chocolate that. Oh golly, Mr. Nazar, now what do you think of that?
Now time was passing and the sun grew hotter upon his hat. And chocolate snack. So beneath his hat he thought and pondered.
What should I do to save my hat?
He thought and contemplated as he perspired beneath his hat. Upon his hat. He feared his chocolate treats would soon retire and to a pool. A chocolate hat.
I won't feel grand if I take off my hat. The sun's getting hot and my hat just might go flat. My hat, it might go flat and my sweets will melt like that. Oh, hurry, Mr. Trolley, before my dapperness goes flat.
He decided to forgo his looks so dashing to save his hat.
And little snack.
So he placed the treats upon the seat beside him
And put his hat on top of that.
Oh, please. Oh, please, oh, please. Don't anybody sit close to me. Upon my hat. I ask if all of you could be so kindly and just stand back away from my snack. A great big squash just sat upon my hat. A great big squash just squished my hat real flat. He squashed my hat, he made it flat, he squished my snack. Oh, what of that? Oh, tell me anybody, now what do you think of that? A great big squash just sat upon his hat. A great big enormous squash squished his hat real flat. He squashed his hat, he made it flat, he squished his snack. Oh, what of that? What's your name?
They've never given me a name. I've been around since show 1 and I still don't have a name.
Now what do you think of that?
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Larry will be performing the traditional Argentinian ballad, The Dance of the Cucumber, in its original Spanish. Bob the Tomato will translate.
Miren al pepino.
Watch the
bien
cucumber.
Cómo se
See
mueve,
how he moves.
Como un león.
Like a lion
Tras un
chasing
ratón.
a mouse.
Miren al pepino.
Watch the cucumber.
Qué suaves
Oh, how
movimientos.
smooth his motion.
Es como
Like
mantequilla
butter
en un
on
chango pelón.
Bald monkey.
Miren al
Watch
pepino.
the cucumber.
Los
All the
vegetales.
vegetables
Envidian a su
envy
amigo
their
como
friend,
él quieren
wishing
bailar.
to dance as he.
Pepino bailarín.
Dancing cucumber.
Pepino bailarín.
Dancing cucumber.
Pepino bailarín.
Dancing cucumber.
Baila, baila
Dance, dance, yeah.
ya. Miren el tomate.
Look at the tomato.
No es triste.
Isn't it
Él
sad?
no puede
He
bailar.
can't dance.
Pobre tomate.
Poor tomato.
Él desearía poder bailar como el pepino.
He wishes he could dance like the cucumber,
Libre y suavemente.
free and smooth,
Pero no puede danzar.
but he can't. Okay, stop the music. What do you mean I can't dance? I can dance. Well, what about Uncle Louie's polka party? Didn't you see me dancing at Uncle Louie's polka party?
No comprendo.
No comprendo. I'll show you no comprendo.
Mom! Dad! Look over here! Get a picture of me next to the cucumber in authentic Argentinian garb!
Okay, Junior, but we better hurry. I think the dwarves have your mother confused with someone else. Say peas.
Peace! Escuchen al pepino.
Listen to the cucumber.
Oigan su voz
Hear his
fuerte.
strong
Como
voice,
un león.
like a lion
Listo a devorar.
about to eat.
Escuchen al pepino.
Listen to the cucumber.
Qué dulce es su
How
canto.
sweet his voice.
Que sopla
The
su
breath from his
garganta
throat is
parece
like a
un
chorus
trinar.
of little birdies.
Escuchen al
Listen to the
pepino.
cucumber.
Los
All the
vegetales
vegetables
envidian a su
envy their
amigo
friend,
como él
wishing
quieren
to sing as
cantar.
he.
Pepino
Singing
cantador.
cucumber.
Pepino
Singing
cantador.
cucumber.
Pepino
Singing
cantador.
cucumber.
Canta,
Sing,
canta
sing,
ya.
yeah.
Escuchen al tomate.
Listen to the
No
tomato.
es triste.
Isn't it sad?
Él no puede
He
cantar.
can't sing.
Pobre tomate.
Poor tomato.
Él desearía poder cantar.
He wishes he could sing.
Fuerte y luce como el pepino.
Strong and sweet like the cucumber,
Pero no puede.
but he can't.
Ni siquiera dar un silbido.
Can't even whistle. All right, that's it, senor. Come over here and let me sing you a song.
Adios, amigos.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Larry sing.
Bob is really angry. I hope he doesn't catch me. It's so hard to run with the sombrero on my head.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of
Check
the...
it, VO dude. Yo, me and the boys had an idea about another way to tell this Mo story. Right, boys? Yo! Yo, listen to the boys and we'll tell you now how losing your cool and having a cow can run you out when your lid gets flipped and get your mug up all over Egypt. On the banks of the Nile, born and in the grip of the pharaoh in his teenage days, chilling, kicking, wearing silk jamsies, learning hieroglyphics from his granddad Ramses when a whack Egyptian started whooping it up
On his homie Hebrew.
Could have called the cops, stood back, but instead
He took a big stick upside of his head.
a man's down in Egypt. Our troubles are severe. Na 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 na. The stress down in Egypt increases for each year. Na 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 na. Now word spread fast and he got all scared. He'd be better off by avoiding the pharaoh. He packed his bags thinking if he'd stay, they'd be punishing him in a capital
away. Now, Lord only knew, but he thought he might
Stay a while in the desert like a Midianite.
to disengage his rage and become equipped to return to his home as the Prince of Egypt.
I guess down in Egypt, no moving day is near. Na 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 na. Unless the Prince of Egypt will take us out of here. Na 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 na. Hey!
No. Let's stick with the Western.
See you guys.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Laddie, the part of the show where Laddie comes out and sings a silly song. One day, while talking with Dr. Archibald, Laddie confronts one of his deepest fears.
If my lips ever left my mouth, packed a bag and headed south, that'd be too bad. I'd be so sad.
I see, that'd be too bad. You'd be so sad.
That'd be too bad.
Alrighty.
If my lips said adios, I don't like you, I think you're gross, that'd be too bad. I might get mad.
That'd be too bad. You might get mad.
That'd be too bad.
Fascinating.
If my lips moved toodaloo, left a mess and took my tooth, that'd be too bad. I'd call my dad.
Oh dear, that'd be too bad. You'd call your dad.
That'd be too bad.
Hold it! Did you say your father? Fascinating! So what you're saying is, if your lips left you...
That'd be too bad, I'd be so sad, I might get mad, I'd call my dad, that'd be too bad.
That'd be too bad.
That'd be too bad.
Why?
'Cause I love my lips. Beedly-bap-bop-beedle-bop-boo, eeby-dap-bop-boo-ba-da-boo-bow. Yabba-dap-bop-dee-ba-bow-boom-bum, beedle-bop-bop-dow. Yabba-dabba-dabba-boo-bum,
Oh my, this is more serious than I thought. Laddie, what do you see here?
That looks like a lip.
What about this?
It's a lip.
And this?
It's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 it's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 it's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 lip.
Laddie, tell me about your childhood.
When I was just 2 years old, I left my lips out in the cold and they turned blue. What could I do?
Oh dear, they turned blue. What could you do?
Oh, they turned blue.
I see.
On the day I got my tooth, I had to kiss my great Aunt Ruth. She had a beard, and it felt weird.
My, she had a beard and it felt weird?
She had a beard.
Oh!
10 days after I turned 8, got my lips stuck in a gate. My friends all laughed, and I just stood there until the fire department came and broke the lock with a crowbar, and I had to spend the next 6 weeks in lip rehab with this kid named Oscar who got stung by a bee right on the lip, and we couldn't even talk to each other until the 5th week because both of our lips were so swollen, and when he did start speaking, he just spoke Polish, and I only knew like 3 words in Polish, except now I know 4 because Oscar taught me the word for lip. Usta.
Your friends all laughed. Usta. How do you spell that?
I don't know.
So what you're saying is that when you were young...
They turned blue, what could I do? She had a beard and it felt weird, my friends all laughed. Woofda!
I'm confused.
I love my lips!
This has been Silly Songs with Laddie. Tune in next time to hear Laddie say...
Have I ever told you how I feel about my nose?
Oh, look at the time!
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Laddie, the part of the show where Laddie comes out and sings a silly song.
There lived a man so long ago, his memories but faint, was not admired, did not inspire, like president or saint. But people came from far and near with their afflicted pets for a special cure. They knew for sure wouldn't come from other vets. Whoa!
This is a song for your poor thick penguin. He's got a fever and his toes are blue. But if I sing to your poor thick penguin, he will feel better in a day or two. Yodelay, 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 yodelay,
He's gone a little loopy, in case you haven't heard. Here's a couple penicillin for your sickly Arctic Boyd.
No skeptic could explain just how, nor could one of three, but the wondrous deeds that went on in that little alpine hut. Some would stand in silence while some just scratched their scalps for the curious ways of the yodeling veterinarian of the Alps. Whoa!
Good news on the penguin, Doc. He's up and kicking.
Lift the thong for your pregnant kitty. She's looking nauseous and a weak pap too. But if I think to your pregnant kitty, she will feel better in a day or two. Yole, 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 yada, 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 yada.
Jump in your car, drive into the city, buy a jug of milk for your nauseated kitty.
The practice grew, their profits flew until one fateful day, when the nurse who did assist the doc asked for a raise in pay. The doctor pondered this a while, sat back and scratched his scalp, then said,
No way, Jose.
to the nurse of the yodeling veterinarian of the Alps. Whoa!
Good news on the kitty, Doc. She's feeling great. 6 kittens, named one after you.
Lift the thong for your bear trap teddy. He looks uncomfy, think I'd be too. But if I think to your bear trap teddy, he will feel better in a day or two. Yole, 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 yabba dabba dabba doo.
Oh yeah, that'll wake. He's good.
Yole, yole. No way, this should work. Yole, yole,
Now the moral of our story, it's the point we hope we've made. When you go a little loopy, better keep your nurse well paid. Whoa! Some would stand in silence while some just scratch their scalps for the curious ways of the yodeling veterinarian.